welcome to Top Rope Reality, episode 31.
31.
31.
The aftermath of the Dirty 30.
What?
The aftermath.
It's after the dirt. We've been cleaned
That's
off
right.
now. We're all clean.
All clean and ready to move forward.
Moving forward, on up to 40.
That's
and
right.
beyond.
40 will probably be a big show. 50 will be another big one.
50 will be big.
Yes.
40 is looking to be something. I've got something in. I'm
Oh,
looking
got
at
something that works.
I'm looking at the dates, and I think 40 is going to fall just right. And it should be a huge show, but we'll get to that later. That's
We will
all
get
down
to
the
that
line.
later.
We're only at 31, so we got a few
That's
shows
right.
to go.
But before we get to any indie news, we want to thank one person. We want to thank the new ECWA Women's
That's
Champion
it.
who won the Crazy 8 tournament, or
Yes.
Super 8 tournament, whatever it was. She is our most watched interview and our biggest segment we've ever had.
Yes.
So far. We're very young into doing this and haven't even been doing this a year yet. She has got us 117 views.
Yes.
So we want to say thank you to Tessa Blanchard
Yes,
and
thank you.
congratulations. I mean, that is great. I would stand up, I'll knock everything over though. So that is awesome. Yes. Yes. Standing ovation for her. I was, yeah, kind of. But anyway.
Okay, you don't lean in.
Yes. So we do want to thank her.
Yes, we do.
For contributing to Top Rope Reality.
And hopefully in 2015 we'll get a bigger and another interview with her.
Yes.
much
Hopefully
longer.
be a longer interview with more details.
Yes, that's one of our goals. Well, on our bucket list for 2015 is to get another interview with Tessa Blanchard. So
Absolutely.
let's get on and start with indie news here.
That's right. We're going to be talking about, I was talking about it last week, and it was about House of Hardcore 7. Just gave you a little teaser. It will be live on the IPPV from the former
That's big for them.
That is big for them. Very first time. From the former ECW Arena. It'll be on November the 15th. And for all the information, go to houseofhardcore.net. It will be featuring Eddie Kingston versus Jigsaw, which I've heard good things about both of them people.
Oh yeah.
And I've seen Eddie Kingston on the other House of Hardcore DVDs. He's very good. Christian York, who had a very short stint in TNA, taking on Brian Myers, right? Formerly known as Kurt Hawkins. I think that'll be a good match.
Who had a pretty short run.
Yes.
Begin the current WWE great. End.
Biggest claim to fame is an edgehead.
That is it.
And, I mean, probably a pretty good paycheck there.
Surprised he didn't get fired after that went down the tube.
There you go. And there's a huge tag match that's been announced. The Wolves of TNA will be taking on Harry Smith and Lance Archer, the Killer Elite Squad from New Japan.
Wow.
Yes.
And they've been a tag team for a while.
For quite a while. They've done very well. And I thought that was going to be a little odd. You know, you got the guy who was with Kurt Hawkins in ECW's for WWE's ECW.
Right.
And then you've got, you know, Davey Boy Smith Jr. over here.
Yes.
Who was, you know, with Natalia and Tyson Kidd.
Wasted.
I just thought that was a weird combination, but they have done quite well for themselves. But we're going to go over more matches for House of Hardcore in the upcoming weeks because it'll be November the 15th. We've got more time.
See, it'd be a smart move if WWE would do that. Oh, they're tag teams here and they're working together. They've been working together for years. Let's bring them in. Oh, we need to bring them in. Let's break them up.
That's right. That's right. Also, Square Circle Wrestling, November the 21st in Syracuse, New York. Big news. We got Gregory Iron. He's going to be in action. That's one of your favorites there.
Yes.
Colin Delaney from the old ECW of WWE. He's going to be there. And then huge match, a tag team title match in a tag team dream match. It will be the champions, the Dudleys, Team 3D, Bubba Ray Devon. Yes.
Well, they're free.
They are free to do whatever they want to right now.
They are.
Taking on the Young Bucks. That will be a good match.
It will be, but I think Team 3D will retain.
They're going to be retaining them. But remember, they said they were coming for the Bullet Club, and them two are part of the Bullet Club. Interesting.
It is interesting.
But that'll be probably before they get to the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
But also, New Generation Pro Wrestling. Sunday, December the 7th, and we'll talk more about this later on. It'll be in College Park, Georgia. And they're going to have a triple threat main event. Anthony Henry taking on Cameron Cade, who we'll see November the 2nd. And Justin Overstreet, who will be there also in Milton on November the 2nd. They'll be in a triple threat in the main event. But a huge match for our boy. I think he's down here at the bottom here. Yes.
Zane's up top.
Up top.
Girls are down the top.
Girls at the bottom. Zane Stevens up here at the top will be taking on the son of the Hall of Famer, Scott Hall, will be taking on Cody Hall.
Scott Hall's not in the Hall of Fame.
Razor Ramon, same thing. So sad. But anyway, yes, he's in the Hall of Fame. So that's going to be a
Who
big
did they
match
put in?
for Zane.
Razor Ramon.
They did.
They didn't put Scott Hall in.
That's going to be a huge match for Zane Stevens.
Zane and
Justin
Cody.
Overstreet. Yes, Cody is.
Cody Hall, yes.
Yes, but Overstreet and Zane, they're definitely, they're moving around the country. They're definitely getting noticed, that's for sure. But we want to talk about the AIWF rankings a little bit.
Yeah, shortly. We're going to get to the WrestleCade first.
We're going to do WrestleCade. A lot going on with the WrestleCade.
Oh, yes. I mean, so far they have 9 matches.
Just for the Fan Fest.
For the Fan Fest. And we gave some of them to you last week, and they've added this week Bradley Pierce taking on Jeff Lewis Neal.
It's not too sure who they are, but I will be getting the DVD when this does come out. So they're doing a pre-sale. Also, if you go to WrestleCade.com, you can get this right now for only $15 on the pre-sale. So that's pretty good for the Fan Fest matches and WrestleCade. As far as I know, it's all of it. But we also want to talk about the main show. They just added Hurricane Helms taking on D'Lo Brown. That'll be a good one.
That'll be a good one.
We also talked already about Amazing Kong taking on Lady Tappa.
I think Kong is getting ready to get her run back into the WWE.
I hope so. The Pope, I can't even talk. Elijah Burke taking on Carlito. That'll be a good match.
Yeah.
Then there'll be a fatal 4-way tag team elimination match with the Steiners taking on the Rock and Roll Express, taking on George South and Dr. Tom Pritchard, who we had a great interview with, and the Faces of Fear, Ming and Barbarian. And then there will also be a Battle Royal that will be where the winner receives a future shot at the WrestleCade title.
Yes.
And speaking of the WrestleCade title, Matt Hardy will be defending his WrestleCade championship against Drew Galloway, formerly known as Drew McIntyre, and LAX taking on the Bravado Brothers.
That's good, and there could be more because it ain't time yet. So
it's definitely not time. They have about 40 days left.
Still to have matches, yes. Promote.
That's right.
Well, let's talk a little about what is your RF video of the week.
I have my pick of the week for the rfvideo.com, and it's called In the Ring with Chris Hero.
Oh.
Yes, Cassius Ohno. Yes, so sad, but anyway.
That's so sad.
He does a training seminar with young up-and-coming wrestlers discussing things like his experiences in WWE, and gives them advice on even tag team wrestling and kind of how to manipulate the crowd and things of that nature, plus things about his indie experiences, and he does a Q&A with the students. All this, and he gets in the ring with a few of them, showing them some stuff. All this and more, and only for $15.
It's not bad.
That's very good.
Now, see that when I talked about before, bringing in tag teams and splitting them up.
Yes, that was another one.
But
I'm glad Cesaro's by himself.
Yeah, it's like the case of one taking off and the other one not.
Yeah.
Can we say Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty?
Sorry, Marty.
It's the way it goes.
It does go that way.
I hate that it happens that way, but it happens that way.
It does.
But sometimes when they bring a tag team in, they need to keep them as a tag team.
Yes.
Another story for another day.
Yes, that'll be another gripe we talk about.
It definitely is true. Let's talk about, like you said a while ago, we're going to do the rankings.
Yes.
As of 10-12 of 14 for the IWF Championship.
Yes. We have in the AIWF World Championship rankings, Justin Flash is still the champion. Number 1 person is Justin Overstreet, the former champ.
Should be number 1.
He should be. Joseph Von Schmidt is number 2. Jason Error is number 3. Kevin Phoenix, number 4. Eric Michaels, 5. Number 6 is Big Rush Jones. Number 7 is Logan Creed. And someone who apparently has taken a liking to our name, if you know what I mean, is Mike Carter. Yes, we're in the rankings. I know that's kind of crazy, isn't it?
That is weird.
Number 9, Lucha Lacora. And number 10, Damian Wayne. Damian Wayne.
Well, the rankings, the top 5 rankings for the tag team titles are the champions, the Texas Tornado.
I've heard some good stuff about them.
Number 1, the Soul Shooters.
All right.
Number 2, the Normals.
What is normal?
And what is normal?
Exactly.
Number 3, Dylan Cage and Sheep.
All right, that's kind of different.
Number 4, Sweet Dreams.
I guess they knock them out, huh?
Sweet Dreams are made of these, yep. And number 5, the punks of society.
Society, wow.
So that should be
Very interesting. And the women, I'm not real familiar with them. Devin Nicole is the champion. Melanie Cruz is number 1. Number 2 is Roxy. Just a different way of saying it. Number 3 is Micah Madrid. Number 4, Black Widow. Oh, that's scary. Number 5 is Asia Para. All right.
Asia Para.
And if anybody sees this and wants to correct me on pronunciation, go right ahead.
Yes. Put a video on our YouTube.
How to say it.
On our Facebook page, just saying, hey, my name is not that, you idiots. It's
There
this.
you go. We do not mind being corrected because some of these are very difficult.
Hey, once we get it, once they tell us,
We'll get it right
they
then.
won't make a mistake again.
That's right.
Now on to the cruiserweights, the top 5 cruiserweights. Coming number 5 was Andrew Stryker. Number 4, Zane Stephen, our boy Zane Stevens.
Right there.
Coming number 4. Number 3, Jaden Newman. Number 2, Drew Game.
And the former champion's number 1. James Anthony. I saw him in
Anthony
action.
is a former champion, and the current champion is Cobra King.
Cobra King. All right, we're going to talk a little bit real quick about the Pro Wrestling Showcase, which has to do with the AIWF. They're going to have a showcase. It's going to be a big-time one-day event, Sunday, October the 26th, right around the corner.
Oh, yes.
And that's going to include a cruiserweight scramble for the number 1 contendership, and then a no DQ match. I'm just going to kind of go over the titles of these matches. A 6-man tag, a Survivor Series rules match, a tag team turmoil match where the winner gets the shot at the World Tag Team titles later on in the day, an open invitational battle royal, and then the tag fatal 4-way elimination for the belts where the tag team turmoil winner goes into the fatal 4-way elimination.
Wow.
And they also will have a AIWF Cruiserweight title match. And then lastly is the PWA International Triple Threat with one of the top 10, Jason Error, taking on number 1 is Justin Overstreet, and taking on number 2, which is the PWA International Champion, Joseph Von Schmidt.
Yeah.
There you go.
1, 2, and 3.
There you go. 1, 2, and 3 is going to be in a matchup for the PWA International Championship. So that'll be quite interesting to hear about. And that is going to be in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Big match there.
And now with the little last thing here we have for, last stuff for indie news here. New Japan Pro Wrestling ran their annual King of Pro Wrestling event. And AJ Styles is not the champion
No longer
anymore.
the champion.
See, he hooks up with Jeff Jarrett, and what happens? He
Loses the belt.
Tahirisho Tamahashi.
Yes, thank you for doing that because I couldn't have done it. As Jarrett was involved in the action, attempted to help Styles retain, but it didn't happen. But
No.
we had a return of the former WWE superstar Yoshitatsu, which is Nafumiya Yamamoto. So Yoshitatsu.
If you run through real quick.
It sounds better, yes. Matters retained the return to the company, so I can't even say English words either, to the company to chase Jeff Jarrett off. Yes. And then Davey Boy Smith, also Harry Smith. Yeah. And Lance Archer, the Killer Elite Squad, has now become the new NWA World Tag Team Champions for their second run with the belts.
So that's pretty interesting from New Japan.
Big stuff. And their next show for New Japan, AJ Styles will be facing Yoshitatsu in their upcoming show.
Pretty good. And also, don't forget this week we have the interview with Michael Faison this week. So that's it for any news. Unless you have anything else.
Nothing.
That's it, folks. We'll be right back for part 2. We'll do our little WWE and TNA news right here on Top Rope Reality, episode 31.